Well, we all remember the images on our news feeds of this winter's astronomical high tides. Many main homes and businesses had water flooding the buildings or coming right up to the front door, like the Clam Bake in Scarborough.
And the restaurant still opened this week for the season, despite it being its own little island a little more than a week ago.
This was the scene at the start of the year. Cell phone video captures the Clam Bake in Scarborough surrounded by water. Another high tide more recently invades again.
That's the biggest tide I've ever seen.
Kitchen manager Dana Howland says the water wasn't going to stop them from opening for the season this week.
We're accustomed to it. We get very little bit of water inside the building, but it looks worse from the outside.
The seasonal business has been around more than 50 years and has seen its share of flooding. But what it left in its wake this time required some muscle.
A lot of seaweed. So my daughter works for me and she had to sweep up probably about a couple thousand pounds of seaweed.
I'm glad the water's all gone.
98-year-old Yvette DeLea says she waits all winter for her favorite fried fish.
And it's delicious.
We're ready to get rid of this snow.
Karen Chandler lives in Old Orchard Beach. She says fresh seafood is a reward for almost getting through the winter she's had.
The water came up from the path, from the beach, down to our street, and that was the first time I've ever seen it like that, ever, and I'm from Maine.
Do you like tartar sauce or cocktail sauce?
Staff say, nice try, Mother Nature.
We all come together and it works out great.
Loyal customers agree.
Didn't stop us from clams and chowder.
Chowder.
And good food.
We're dying for some seafood.
And the manager, Dana Howland, the kitchen manager, says he's worked there for 40 years and he's never seen the tide come as high as it did this winter.
Wow.